yes, she should prune it, so that's why she's only getting one every other year.
Oh right, okay.
So in the best times for pruning your fruit apple trees between November and March. So she can pick a week that she likes in there. You can get really good picture guides to help you decide which branches to cut off your apple trees, because depending on where it is and how she wants it to look, there'll be different ways that she can do it. She doesn't need to prune it, it needs the light to be able to get through.
Yeah.
So what's happening now, it's basically taking 1 year to gain its energy and 1 year to produce its fruit.
Right.
So if she prunes it back, loads of light the air go through it, she can train it how shape she wants to. She needs to decide what she wants to do with a shrub.
Yeah, she's
whether she's going to move it or just keep cutting back and keep on top of it. And then she should then, if she keeps on top of that and does that between November and March, she does it every year and she just prunes it. This year will probably be quite a big job for her, and then it'll be easier as she goes, and then it should start fruiting every year then.
I think there's also a rule of thumb that says not more than 25% a year.
Right,
which would be the same for trees as well. You know, if you've got any tree that's overgrown, don't overly, but some things can be butchered back. But if you've got a tree that needs to be taken in a bit, then or a lot, then do it 25, no more than 25%. But as Minnie said, it's
with it
about
being 10 years old,
right,
she might get away with doing a little bit more because it's 10 years old.
Yeah,
but
it's
not.
Yeah.
Don't take everything. But
no.
And the size of the branch is important as well. Don't be chopping off big thick branches as well. But
there are really good picture guides though.
Right.
If she just Googles about pruning an apple tree, if she knows what kind of apple tree she's got that even better. But most of them are.
I think there are a couple of biennial apple trees.
There are, but with it being an old established tree, I would assume it's a pruning issue. And with she's not touched it for 10 years, I assume
she's got this
that's right.
It's quite common for apple trees to start doing that if they're struggling, that they will start holding onto the nutrients for a year and then only producing the fruit every other.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
I was always told that with a fruit tree, you should make it a goblet shape.
Right.
So that you get the sun
The
from all
light coming in.
Yeah. So there's lots of different
cherry
trees now.
Yeah.
Or cordon them and try and get them to stand like flat but wide. There's a few different ways that you can do it. Depends on what space you've got and where the light is that you're trying to catch, because it depends on which whereabouts in the garden is. If there's a south facing corner, she might need to work out which branches she needs to get the most sun.
Get the right direction.
So how old do fruit trees need to be before you prune?
You can I would leave it at least for its first 2 years, and then I normally start after 2 years. But it depends on how successful your fruit tree is. If you've put loads of manure and mulch and he's had a really big grow in his first year, you might need to start taking. Tell a lie there. In the first year, second year, I might take 1 or 2, but not much at all. Definitely nowhere near 25%. Just 1 or 2, and then I gradually do more as it grows. The problem is with fruit trees, you're kind of letting them dictate to you, which because it depends on how they're enjoying it, whether they're trying to put, whether they're trying to grow tall, whether they're trying to go wide, whether it's light. They kind of dictate, and you can see it off the direction the branches are pointing in, the longer ones, so you can kind of see where it wants to go. But they're a little bit, each tree is different, and it's a little bit of your own kind of how I want the tree to look, because especially a lot of apple trees are quite hardy, and if it might just be a personal taste. I want my tree to be wider, I want my tree to be taller, so pruning wise it's kind of you're forcing it into the shape you want as well, and then obviously trying to get your crop as well. So it's a little bit play by ear kind of what you want, but there are some fantastic picture guides where you can literally, it will identify everything on, it's clear there for you, and it says chop this one, chop this one. So I know there's some brilliant guides you can get for fruit trees.
Brilliant.